Hey guys, Lego here, and today I am back with another Saturday story. So today guys, it is Saturday, July 13th, 2019, and today I am here to bring you guys all of the lab events that happened in 2016, which is 3 years ago. Before I get started, unfortunately, I am still not able to get into either lab, which is those up 2 or 3. I even tried today. I even tried before recording this video, and yet I'm still not able to get in. Lands open, still doesn't pop up. So, without further ado, I have to do this all on Lego's Island. But honestly, it doesn't matter. And wait, what the heck was that? Oh no. What the heck just appeared on my screen? Whoa. Anyway, as you guys saw earlier, the resort got destroyed, but anyway, let's get down to business. Whoa! Looks like we're now experiencing lag here on the island, which should never happen on this laptop unless within reason. If it lags on this laptop, then there must be a reason. But anyway, let's just get down to business. So guys, let's begin with the first lab event in 2016. Alright guys, the first lab event in 2016. Okay, seriously, what the heck is going on? Oh, maybe there's something going on with the laptop probably. But anyway, first lab event in 2016. This first event actually began in 2015. This was, of course, the New Year's party of 2016. It started on December 26th and ended on January 3rd. The reason why it ended here was, of course, obviously because, well, the reason why we obviously had it was, of course, obviously celebrate the beginning of 2016. It was also the first ever New Year's event to happen in the lab, as of course the lab opened on January 15, 2015, and that was only 15 days after New Year's. Specifically 2 weeks after. So of course this had to be the first lab event. This had to be the first New Year's event. And, whoa. It literally started the day that the Christmas party ended for 2015. And if you're curious to know why we started it so early, it's just because, well, we had nothing better to do other than clean up the Christmas party, but we did not really actually expect ourselves to actually set up the New Year's party as early as we thought, so we just set it up early because we felt like it. Other than that, it was a great way to start off 2016, and yeah, of course, the roof was decorated with cool New Year's decorations. And even the outside in front of the lab was also decorated too. Great way to start off 2016. Definitely, in my opinion. Alright guys, next event in 2016 is actually a mini event that actually happened before the 1 year anniversary. And oh! Oh well, I'll fix that later. But anyway, this next mini event, this next event in 2016 happened to be the Festival of Snow 2016. Now, the reason why we held this event was just because we were bored. And that's it. So we had cool little snow sculptures all over the lab, specifically from like the roof, where else? And all the outside. There were cool snow sculptures all over the lab, like on the roof and outside. The inside wasn't decorated, as the inside at the time was actually way too small. However, it was still really cool though. It started on January 3rd and ended on January 10th. Seriously, there's something going on with the island here, or my laptop probably. I have no idea. Anyway, next lab event. You probably can guess what it is. It is the lab 1 year anniversary event. It was of course to celebrate 1 year of Zo's Lab. It started on January 13th and ended on January 30th. So yep, this was obviously to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of the lab, as the lab anniversary was only 2 days after the party began, as the party started 2 days before the lab's anniversary. And there was even an anniversary giveaway, just like all anniversaries up to this year, because this year was the 4-year anniversary, and ever since then, we have had we've had giveaways ever since then, including the first anniversary party. This room also marked the return of the Halloween room. Just for the party, of course. And then we blocked it back up again. But the whole lab was decorated for the first anniversary. This party also marked the introducement of the time machine, which we still use today and will be using in November. You know, the time travel for Operation Legos Island. But yeah, this party obviously marked the introducement of the time machine, which it was introduced on January 21st. And yeah. So yep, every single day of the party, new items unlocked. Of course, there was obviously the first anniversary hat that was obviously available. Obviously now, it's obviously a complete rare item. So yep. Yep, as of right now, as of this very moment, that's now a rare item, the first anniversary hat. And will never be available again. It was the only party that the first anniversary hat was available in. So yeah. Anyway, it was a great way to celebrate 1 year of the lab. And with that being said, let's move on to the next, lab event. Alright guys, this next live event is actually pretty cool because this next one was the Valentine's Day party. Yup, this next one was the Valentine's Day party. It started on February 12th and ended on the 16th of 2016. So yeah. So with that being said, guys, this party of course celebrated Valentine's Day, and we had a lot of fun celebrating that. So, yep, party was celebrated to celebrate Valentine's Day at the time, and it was actually quite small because the only room that was actually decorated was Snowland, and that was it actually. Only room decorated was Snowland! But then after that, there was an item given out, which was the Valentine's Day hat. And that pretty much wraps up the Valentine's Day party. Alright guys, this next event is actually pretty cool because it actually introduced it for 2 times in a row. This is, of course, the Zolas Lab vs. Evil Sheet Leaders Lab War! It started on February 18th and ended on February 25th. The whole reason this came on was because Evil Sheet Leader wanted to pay us back from ruining his first ever plan of the lab, and, well, it turned into a war. Yeah, a whole war of mobs. There were like a bunch of waves in this war, and I honestly just could not believe it. Also, at the time, The lab was completely dark as Evil Sheet Leader took the entire lab's power source out of the lab just to power the machine to send out all those mobs. So the entire lab was dark for an entire week. Yep, the lab was dark for an entire week. Trust me, the war was actually pretty cool. I wish we actually got a video of it, but unfortunately, we only got a video of the 2017 one. But still, the war there was actually pretty cool. You never know. We could have it again one day. Maybe even next year. I think I'm actually planning on bringing that back next year, actually. In February, I think. If I even plan it. But, yeah. The entire lab was off for a week. The lights. And it was actually really cool. So, yeah. That pretty much wraps up the war. So yeah, Evil Sheet Leader got revenge on us from destroying his original plan from turning the sheep evil that got his introducement into the lab. He did the war as payback, as revenge, I should have said. Anyway, by the way guys, in case you're curious to know what I'm actually doing in the background, I'm actually creating the lab history room in Legos Island right here in the background, just in case you wanted to be curious. Let's hold on a second. I need to go watch a video to see what that looks like again. Because I forgot. Yeah, Rip May. Oh, nice. Cool Kid 33 replied to my comment. Nice. Let's see what's going on with this. Alright, let's reply. There we go. Let's get back to the story. Okay, now I know. Alright, let's do this. So, guys, next event. Well, first, on February 25th, 2016, the clothes shop opened for the first time. And yeah, not a joke. Clothes shop opened for the first time ever. And yeah, I know. How cool is that? The clothes shop officially opened. And that's really awesome. That was on February 25th, 2016, which was the day that the war ended. But the real next event is... Alright, so, here we go. Next event is the, Fiesta 2016. For those who are curious and wanting to know when this happened, it started on March 3rd and ended on the 10th. The whole reason we brought back this event was mainly just due to the fact that, well, we just felt like bringing it back. Fiesta Sheep obviously made a return during this event, and the reason he did was just, well, I think you guys can guess that. Because it was the Fiesta 2016. All the items from the 2015 one made an official return, and only the outside and roof were decorated. Yep, the front of the lab and the roof were the only ones decorated. And that was it. Again, it was also the second appearance of Fiesta Sheep. Alright guys, next event is none other than... Okay, this one might be a little different for you than previous. But I hope you guys still agree on me with this one. It was none other than the FNAF party. In this one, well, I think this one's kind of obvious to every single one of you. For those who are freaking curious to know why we even did this, well, this was due to the fact that we just, well, I don't really know actually why we even did this one. It was just basically the same as you know. The lab got completely dark and creepy, and all those animatronics took over. And that was it! The party lasted from March 10th and ended the 24th. The entire lab looked exactly how it would be in the game. That's it for that event. Moving on, we have the Easter egg hunts. It happened on the exact day of Easter, 2016, which was March 27th, 2016. So, guys, here we go. So, in this one, guys, let me tell you, this was actually pretty crazy. Because of one thing. Okay, so in this one, obviously, it was, of course, Easter for that year. So, of course, Easter eggs were hidden all over the lab. And we collected them. And that was it. It only lasted one day. March 27th. Because that was Easter. Alright, guys, next event in Zozap was Ramos Plays! The first ever April Fool's Party. This one began on April 1st and ended on April 5th. However, it was actually supposed to end on April 4th, but we actually decided to extend it for an extra day, April 4th. And this is due to the fact that, quite literally, we actually had another event coming out on April 5th, and if we had the lab normal on April 4th, that would only be one day of normal. So we decided to extend the party for one extra day. This party obviously introduced the colorful dimension, the black and white dimension, and the evil dimension, which are all the known dimensions for the April Fool's Party that you all know today. Of course, after this party ended, I accidentally destroyed the evil dimension by accident, as I thought we were not going to ever use it again. So yeah, my fault for destroying the evil dimension back then. But yeah, those 3 dimensions were introduced, and yeah, it was actually pretty crazy. Also, I also just realized that I have to do this, meaning we must extend the hole even bigger. Alright, so guys, this next one. Yep, all 3 of the dimensions were obviously opened for the first time, and that was it. We did April Fool's parties after that, and has ever since been a great success. Next one is also something that you guys probably would never expect either, and honestly, why did we even do this one back then? Well, honestly, if you saw it in the lab, history room, which is the room I'm building right now on Legos Island, to stay in contact with the lab, so I don't lose in contact with it. I'll even just show you guys what it is right now by just creating it. And yes, what you just saw there was that. The reason why we did this, well, we didn't really do it in actual realism, guys. Let me just make that 100% clear. We didn't do it in actual realism at all. We only just did it, like, for fun in a way. We didn't actually use anything that was actually in the actual thing itself. No, we just completely made it up. And who knows why. But we did make our own version of the 3 places. This one lasted from April 5th and ended on April 26th. So it lasted for exactly 3 weeks. So we made our own versions of Tatooine, Death Star, and, you know, I don't even know what that last one was called. Oh yeah, that's one. Okay, but seriously, in reality, we just made everything up for this one. For this party right here. And who knows why we did, but we just thought of it just like completely randomly. And who knows why we even thought of it. We just thought of it for fun. But anyway, it was really cool. Each week it would unlock new ones, the other locations, and that would be really cool. Next up, guys, on our list we have the one-day Earth Day event for 2016 at the lab. There was only one room decorated in this entire mini event overall. The outside of the lab. That's it. That's literally actually clearly it. Not even a joke. I almost thought that wouldn't load there. Holy frick. There's something going on with the island here. There's something going on. Maybe I need to get something on here to stop this. Or it might just be my window viewing, probably. But, guys, there was the Earth Day hat, which was available in this party. And yeah, it was only available for the one day. The only decoration in this party. Oh my god, why am I even saying this? It was only a tree. With water below it. And that was it. Oh, and of course a free item. Other than that, that was it, because the recycling plant was introduced a year later. Alright guys, this next event should actually pretty much all shock you, believingly. But this event has become a yearly tradition ever since it came out. And I think this one's obvious to you guys. Lab of Doom. Yeah! So, this started on May 1st and ended on June 9th. This is for the 2016 one, by the way. May 1st to June 9th. Like usual, and this has been a tradition ever since, each week of the event, new Doom devices would activate, causing various disasters to the lab. And don't worry, we were able to obviously beat them all, shut them down. We obviously defeated Evil's leader, of course, at the end. In the party, in this one, he actually had a skyscraper. Well, he had like a sky base, basically, if I can remember, because this is 3 years ago. If I can remember, he had like a sky base or something. And we had to go up there and, take it down. We have to shut it down. Don't worry, we actually managed to. After we defeated him, we blew up the sky base. And you want to know where we put him? You know that police/prison building that's now officially gone as of November 23rd? We also used it as one of the competitions in Season 4. We put Evil's leader inside one of the jail cells in the police/prison building that we had at the lab back in the day. And he didn't escape all the way until July. The disasters that we had during this party included you actually saw that like a month ago, actually. You actually saw Lab of Doom 2016 like a month ago in June on June 5th. It was, of course, the pool party, the meteor, the third one I couldn't remember. But the fourth one being the Freezatron, and the fifth one being the Thunderstorm. Oh, and the sixth one being the Ultimate Laser. You all saw that like a month ago as I brought it back in the final mission of Lab of Doom 2019. So, with that being said, we defeated Evil's leader, blew up the sky base, and the lab was free. Yeah! Anyway, next up on our list, we actually have an event that actually happened through the first 2 weeks of Lab of Doom. This, of course, being the party that's going on right now in Zola's Lab 2. Right now, at this very moment, the Rainbow Party! Yep. That's right, the event that's going on right now in Zola's Lab 2, as of right now, the Rainbow Party has made its first appearance on May 1st and ended on May 15th. This was, of course, the first ever Rainbow Party in the lab, and has ever since then been a huge part of the lab. The lab's rainbow shined for the first ever time, pressing the rainbow over the lab just to see how pretty it was. The rainbow unfortunately disappeared on the rainbow unfortunately disappeared on the 15th because, well, that was the day that it ended. Of course, like previous years, the ones that we have today, rainbow sheep could be adopted, which are basically just colored sheep. They could all be adopted. Now, the only room that was actually decorated was the roof, and that's where the rainbow was. If I can remember it correctly, there were rainbow sheep adoptions, a rainbow going over the roof, the floor of the roof of the lab being snow as like a cloud or something. That's all I can clearly remember. But it was really, really, really cool. Oh! And, of course, there were obviously free items that unlocked every single day up until it ended. So, yep, it was a really cool event, and it has ever since then been a returning event that is returned every year, once a year, being in April 2017, June 2018, and now here we are in July 2019 with it. Alright guys, next event is actually pretty cool because this one was actually one of the longest events to actually take place in the lab. Well, the first official longest event. This one was, of course, the Summer Jam 2016. It began on June 9th and ended on July 30th, making it the longest event to ever occur in the lab so far. There could have been a longer one that we could have done, but nope. This is the first ever one that lasted the longest amount of time out of anything. So, quite literally, guys, right now, there were items that obviously unlocked every single day up until the event ended, and the entire lab was decorated. This party actually marked the introducement of the cruise ship, which unfortunately is corrupted. Oh man, it got corrupted on November 23rd, 2017. But we actually did showcase it in a few videos. Unfortunately, we never really got to showcase the inside. But it was a really cool cruise ship. Now we actually do need it back for August, actually. I'm going to try and recreate it. I'm actually going to try and recreate it in the best way I can. Yeah. But yeah, we had the cruise ship introduced. Now every week up until the event ended, new things would unlock on the cruise ship. It would be like a certain room on the ship would unlock every week up until the event ended on July 30th. So this would include like, give or take, if I'm not mistaking this correctly, there was like, obviously, there was actually a sports themed room. It was like a soccer field room. There was obviously a cafeteria. There was obviously a pool room. There was a stay on the top, alongside a tree. There was also a cage full of animals. There was also, for the final one, it was actually a bunch of food. And what else was that last one? I think that's actually it. If I can remember the rest. I'm pretty sure that's all of them. But every week, those would unlock. And the entire lab was also decorated too, in celebration of summer. It was truly a success. So yep, it ended on July 30th, and then the day after, we move on to our next event, which started the day after. It was none other than the Underwater Expedition 2016. This party began on July 31st and ended on August 5th. Now, the whole reason this party went on is because Evil Sheep Leader finally got out of the prison. He finally busted out of jail, and he actually got revenge on us from us defeating him in Lava Gym and sunk the lab completely by opening up the ocean to sink the lab. His plan again was to open up the ocean to sink the lab, and this is where we got the idea for the underwater room. So we obviously tracked him down, and defeated him, and we officially unflooded the lab for whatever he flooded. The inside of the lab was also decorated too, and it was the only time we decorated the lab for the underwater expedition, all the way up until June 2019, which was when we finally did it again. Yep, it was the first and only time we decorated the lab for the underwater expedition, all the way up until June 2019, because in 2017 we didn't do it again. We didn't decorate the downstairs of the lab in the next one. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we defeated Evil Sheep Leader, and we closed off the ocean so it would not sink the lab anymore. There were actually many missions we had to do in this party, which actually pretty much included obviously unlocking the underwater room, first off, diving down and finding pieces that we have to use, and just many other cool missions. And yeah, it officially ended on August 5th, and then the next event officially began. Guys, next event. This next one was actually one event that's actually coming back in September of this year. It is known as the Bash Party. For those who don't know what this is, let me just tell you, I can't even remember why I made this either. Just like the FNAF and Star Wars party, I had no idea why I made this either. However, we just made it. Anyway. So yeah. Anyway. Wait, hold on, that's the wrong block! The Bash Party officially began on August 5th and ended on August 17th. Now guys, the whole reason we did this party was, well, we wanted to bring back some old memories to the lab. Now, it's not like the old memories party. No. We just brought back old, party rooms to the lab from past events. And yeah. Anyway. With that being said, if I can remember, some of the rooms we brought back included the summer party room from 2016, the Christmas party 2015 room from Snowland. What else did we bring back? Oh my god, this is so hard to remember. I think we even brought back the workshop from the Christmas party. Look! I can't remember. Oh! We brought back the Halloween Party 2015 room for the library. It was actually pretty crazy. And a lot of fun. Those are some of the rooms that I can remember. Yep, those are some of the rooms that I can remember. That we brought back. And yeah, we just brought back a bunch of old party rooms to the lab, and it was a really cool party. I actually did take screenshots of all the rooms. However, unfortunately, I don't have them anymore because my old tablet officially died forever. So I lost those pictures forever. Yep, my old tablet died, so I lost those pictures forever. Would have shown you them if my old tablet died on me, like almost 2 years ago. But unfortunately it didn't. I don't have the pictures anymore. But it was really cool. Next up, guys, is actually a returning event, which was the Fair 2016. It's a coincidence that right now in the background I am putting in the Fair 2015. But yeah, the Fair 2016, okay? Yeah, Fair 2016. Okay. This one began on August 17th and ended the 24th. Now you might be wondering, like, why did I bring this here again? Well, simple. Instead of having a theme park, which actually I think this was actually introduced. I think the lab theme park was reintroduced in this party, I think. Yes, I can clearly remember. I'm pretty sure that the lab theme park was reintroduced in this party. So, yeah. But anyway, enough about that. We actually brought all of the games over from the lab theme park, and we brought them over. We brought all the rides and games over from the theme park over to the actual lab, and we used them as the games and rides from the fair. So it was a really fun event. Once again, we already had it this year in Zoza free, so we can't do it again this year. Because we already did it this year in Zoza free, so now I'm gonna have to wait until 2020 for the next one, but anyway. Yep, we just brought back all the fair games and rides from the theme park back from 2015. And it was just a huge success. Alright guys, next up, we got one that's actually kind of weird, but honestly I think is really cool at the same time. It was the Best Party Award. This one began on August 25th, which was the day that Factory Reveals officially begun for that year in 2016, and it ended on September 1st. We did this event just to see which lab event we have held so far, which one was actually the best one we've held so far. And the winning one was Lab of Doom 2016. Yeah, not a joke. It's true. Lab Doom literally won the entire event. I can't remember which one won second or third place. But Lab Doom officially actually won the best event because of how big it was. So yeah. The only rooms decorated was only just the lab office. And that was it. Alright guys, next one is actually one that actually introduced the Big Brother series that you all know and love on our channels. Yeah, that introduced the Big Brother series and why we still do it today. It was, of course, the Big Brother Party. This again obviously introduced the Big Brother series on our channel. And yep, is why we still do this Minecraft Big Brother series to this day, because of this party. This party lasted from September 1st and ended October 7th. So, yep, that's right. We did this because it also introduced the series on our channel. So, we obviously just set up the entire lab office, like the Big Brother house itself, and ever since then we turned it into a series. And that's why we still see it today. So yeah. The backyard was officially introduced into the lab during this party. This party marked the opening of the backyard in the lab. So that was really, really cool. And that's still there in the lab today. Almost 3 years later. We're actually coming up to the 3-year anniversary since this actually happened. And honestly, I can't wait. But yeah, guys. Next events. Yes, this whole party obviously was just us doing the Big Brother game, but in Minecraft in a series. Yay! Alright guys, next event is of course the Halloween Party 2016. It started on September 28th and ended November 2nd. So basically, the Big Brother Party actually ran through some of the Halloween Party. But the only reason why the event lasted for so long was just because, well, we actually don't even know why. It just lasted for just so long. In this case, at least. But yeah. Anyway. With that being said, in this one, the skyscraper was brought back and the mob invasion machine made its first appearance in this party. And is still used today in the Halloween parties. Fun fact, of course, I'm obviously going to bring the mob invasion machine back for this year's Halloween party in October. So that's going to be fun too. And that's going to be fun. So there were many challenges on the skyscraper. If I can remember correctly, there was one for like a machine with the fireplace. It was kind of like a remake of the 2015 one for the skyscraper. There was also a maze. There was also like a machine there with like some of this cool stuff. Like, well, the purple tree forest also made a return, but it actually got a little bit different because of the end rods. Because we use those as lights. And the 4th floor of the skyscraper was Evil Street Leader's Bay. Well, actually, it wasn't even he didn't even take over at this party. We just had that up there just like a little mob fight or something. And the whole entire lab was obviously decorated for Halloween. Oh, by the way, a fun fact I forgot to mention about the Big Brother Party. This was actually, the Big Brother Party was actually the first ever party to ever be seen on video. Yup, it was the first ever party that we ever filmed. That we ever had a video about was the Big Brother Party. The Halloween Party 2016 was the second party that we ever filmed on video. And ever since the Big Brother Party, we have always filmed the lab events on video. The Best Party Awards Party was the last party to not be filmed on video. because ever since that, we have always filmed lab events on video. You already know what the lab Halloween Party 2016 already looks like because I made an entire video about it. Alright! So yet the whole lab was obviously decorated with spooky decorations like 2015, and it was absolutely insane. The second season of our Ubiquitous series also began at this time on October 17th. So, yeah, that was cool. Alright! Next event, you guys! This next one, yep, it ended on November 3rd. And then HQ Expedition immediately began from there. So HQ Expedition, you guys. It officially began on November 3rd and ended on November 25th. So this was a 3-week party. Well, 3 weeks in 1 day. But anyway. Guys, in this party, we obviously, yeah, we didn't really do much with this party, unfortunately, but at least we did it with respect. So, what we did was, well, we just had a campsite of all the expedition stuff. And this was the 3rd party to be filmed on video. I'm going to stop counting that after the Christmas party. But this was, again, the 3rd party to be filmed on video. And, yeah. We had to go into the wilderness, hunt down evil sheep leaders, hidden base in the wilderness. Once we found it, we had to blow it up, as we found Evil Sheep Leader at the time. It was a success. We had to go all over the wilderness to find this base, and let me tell you, it was a very great success. Alright guys, there is only one more party left in this, which is the Christmas Party 2016. So guys, this next one is actually pretty cool. Yep, this is the last one for 2016, as we did no more events back here. Now, the Christmas Party 2016 was actually the first party to introduce the nighttime sky. It was the second Christmas party to occur in the lab. The Halloween Party 2016 was also the second Halloween party to occur in the lab as well. I forgot to mention that when I was saying that for Halloween. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, second Christmas party to occur in lab. Now, this one was actually a little different, as one, we actually had a few different, of course, obviously, this obviously again introduced the night sky. There was a brand new railroad. Yep, a railroad was introduced in this party. We also had a temporary room in the middle, in the outside of the lab, called the bakery. What else did we have? Trying to remember. What else did we have? I'm trying to remember. Oh! Of course, we had donations like last time. The advent calendar also came back. The workshop came back. A lot of things actually came back, but a lot of the other rooms were actually completely different. The rooms in this year's Christmas party were completely different compared to 2015, except for the addition of the return of the workshop. And also the snow forts came back, but just in different ways. The snow forts in the outside, they did come back, but in completely different ways. And yeah. Anyway. Aside from that, we of course celebrated Christmas once more, and it was a huge success. The party began on November 25th and ended on December 29th. So yep, that was the last party in 2016. And let me tell you, it was pretty insane. Alright guys, that wraps up the lab events for 2016. 2017's lab events are also cool. But did you also notice, like I said in the Sunday vlog, like this year had like the most events ever in the lab. Because did you ever realize how many events were in the lab this year? Did you hear? It was more than 2015. As I said there too. But 2017 did not have as many lab events as this year. But that will be explained next week. And hopefully by next week I am also back into the lab. Give or take, please. Hopefully I am back in the lab by next week. So I can actually show you guys this in full force. But guys, with that said, that's all for today's videos. I will see all of you tomorrow for Sunday vlog. I think it's Sunday vlog 85. Then backyard videos for the Backyard Games 2019 Summer Edition. And finally, but not least, Chilling on CBPS, episode 59. Alright, goodbye! Oh, and if I have not said it already, like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure I already said that. But I probably didn't either. But who knows? Hey! Who knows? Anyway, again, see you tomorrow.